Hey everyone, we are working on practice sheet 19. So let's look at number 1. It says, Kathy needs to buy 20 yards of ribbon to create a costume. If 1 yard is equal to 0.91 meters, how many meters of ribbon did Kathy need to buy? So in this case, all we're looking for is meters. Okay. As a reminder, they might put this in number form, just so you know. They might put this in number form. So all this is a conversion. We're changing yards into meters. Okay, we have 20 yards. I don't want it. Now, we haven't done this in a while, but we are going to get rid of yards. Remember, that means yards is on bottom, meters is on top. So I'm not sure. Oh, actually, no, this is not on the formula chart because yards and meters are just different systems. So yards and meters, this is customary, this is metric. So they have to give you this information. Now, just so you know, if you want to, you could set this up as a proportion. If you're setting this up as a proportion, you basically be doing almost opposite of what we're seeing here. So yards are down because I want to get rid of it. I have 1 yard, 0.91 meters. Okay. And cross. Okay. So then your job is multiply the numerator, multiply the denominator. It's going to be over 1, so there's no division, so that's a good thing. Okay. Number 2, the ratio of the number of boys to girls. I've got to make sure I'm looking carefully. Boys to girls in college is 6:5. So this is important. This is boys to girls. I want to make sure I have that marked. If there are a total of 48 boys in the classroom, find the total number of students. Okay, so this is a little different than what we've done. We want the total number. There's a couple of ways to do it. The way I would generally do it is I would say boys to girls. You could do boys to total and find the ratio total, but I'm not going to do it that way, okay? So, boys is 6, girls is 5. We have a total of 48 boys, okay? Now when we do this, that's going to give me the number of girls, okay? So your job is to cross multiply this or solve for x. There's another way to do it if you don't want to cross multiply. But once you get this, remember, this is what the girls are equal to. So your final answer would be to add boys plus girls. So you have to find the girls, and then this will give you the total. Okay? Number 3, this is a little different than what we've done. Sometimes they'll give you a different word for this. We're going to talk about it. It says a circular end table has a radius of 31. What is the distance around the table? So remember, around a circle means circumference. So I need the formula for circumference. I'm going to go ahead and put a C there. I'm going to pull out my formula chart. Circumference, C equals 2 pi r, C equals pi d, C equals 2 pi r. Okay, and then you are going to plug in the numbers because there's your radius. I like this because I actually give it to you. There's no guessing on this. So plug your numbers in, okay? Okay, so number 4 says write the constant rate of change for the line. So remember, whenever we do constant rate of change, that's delta y over delta x, okay? This is m always, and sometimes it's k. We don't know if it's k until we find out if it's proportional, okay? So delta y, there's y. I want to find the change in y. How much is this going up by? And hopefully you can tell it's going up by 5. Remember, that goes on top, okay? Then here, That's delta x. So each time, how much am I increasing by? Okay. And that's it. If it says constant rate of change, that's your answer. Okay. But number 5 says, what is this equation? It says number 6. I'm going to switch that before I print it. That should be number 4. My pen is off today. I know you can't tell, but I can tell. I have to do my pen here. Okay, what is the equation? So I don't know yet if it's y equals kx or y equals mx plus b. Okay. So if it's kx, that means it's going to be proportional, so I have to take the table back. 8 minus 2 is 6, minus 2 is 4, minus 2 is 2, 2 minus 2 is 0. Okay? 17 minus 5 is 12, minus 5 is 7, 7 minus 5 is 2, 2 minus 5 is negative 3. So this is not proportional. Okay, this is not proportional. So I'm going to use this equation right here. Okay, this is B. That's your B, the number that tells you it's not proportional. So that's B. So B is negative 3. So instead of plus, I'm going to put minus 3. If you put plus and negative, that's okay. M is this number. So your job is to put this fraction that you finished, put it right here. So I hope you're listening to put this number that you get, once you put that number there, put it right there, and then you will have your solution. Okay, that's it. Now we're going to move to number 6. Okay, so as a reminder, we are going to be dividing mixed numbers here, so
that's why I don't have to do that. I just have to do addition and subtraction in my class.
we need to do Texas on these. Okay, so 9 times 7, 63, plus 1, 64, over 9. You're going to do the same thing on the second one. And then we need to do keep, change, flip, and find those relationships. So, number 7 says, during a migration, a butterfly can travel 30 miles in 1 hour. So your job is to be able to figure out which one of these graphs would show 30 miles in 1 hour. So you need to make sure you're looking at the time. So like here is time, that would be an hour. So if it says 30 miles in 1 hour, so notice here, this isn't 1 hour, this is 5 hours. 5 hours, it shows 30, so that one's not right. So you have to figure out which one of these graphs shows 30 miles in 1 hour. Make sure you always look at those labels on the graph when you're doing this, okay? Number 8, this is a triangle problem. Number 9, guys, this is the one I need you to do. 4 times, what is x? 6 minus 5. That's all you have to do to find the value of what y is. And the last one, it says, a recipe says to use 4 cups of sugar. Whoops. 4 cups of sugar when making enough brownies for 90 people. What is the constant of proportionality? Guys, constant of proportionality. Remember, this is on the formula chart. K is the constant of proportionality, y over x. That relates to the number of brownies, y. It should be really people, number of people, y, to the number of cups of sugar, x. Okay? So I may reword this before y'all get it. So the top number should be 90. It's enough brownies for 90 people. I may just leave it that way. It's probably fine. For the number of cups of sugar is x, so you have to divide them. That's all you have to do for constant of proportionality. Okay?